It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Oh, it's Gorman in the morning.
And we need to be loved, just like everybody else does.
Oh, you should hear me play the piano. Man, I will be in a good mood all day. Thank you, Ryder. A little How Soon Is Now. It is a Wednesday morning, and I am here for the next few hours alongside Paul Fletcher.
Hump day.
Ryder.
Disgusting, unhealthful, potentially deadly.
It's going in my dating profile if I ever get divorced.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
I was looking at a ticket to see the Smiths in 1986 on the Queen is Dead tour when I got a knock on my dorm room door telling me they just canceled the tour. It was like 3 days before the gig. I was like, wait, I'm sorry. What?
Kick square in the junk.
Boy, the Smiths fans, and then, of course, ever since then, Morrissey fans know that all too well. My man loves to book a tour and cancel it.
I know. What are his odds on actually doing a show?
It's got
to be less than 50-50.
I mean, you look at like rock stars or wherever, and you always see that thing about they're just like us. They have hobbies. His hobby is canceling tours.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm feeling Minnesota, Paul Fletcher. Let's dive into some headlines, please.
All right, like the fishing opener, the last Wednesday of January has a celebratory feel for Minnesota outdoors lovers. It is when the window opens to reserve trips into the million-acre Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. The easiest way to do so is reserving your spot at recreation.org, and that opens today at 9 a.m.
I have plenty of friends who are going to be sitting online, much like I would for concert tickets, waiting for these reservations to open.
Awesome.
So good luck.
Yeah, go get them.
Representative Ilhan Omar was giving a speech while holding a town hall meeting in North Minneapolis yesterday. During the event, a man with a syringe rushed the podium she was speaking at and sprayed her with an unknown type of liquid. Man was tackled, apprehended, and then the event went on as scheduled with no further incidents.
Anybody wondering what happens when you bull rush a woman who was spent 4 years in a refugee camp in Kenya and then moved to Virginia and was taunted mercilessly all through adolescence?
Yeah.
She's going to try to kick your ass.
Yeah.
Man, what a badass. I'm sorry. That was I looked at that video and I was like, yeah, who thought that was a good idea? A dude who's allergic to the gym is going to bull rush Omar. Yeah, good luck, dude.
Remember when somebody threw a shoe at George W. Bush?
I do.
And my life was way simpler then?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The salad days.
Aerosmith's 1973 self-titled debut album is being reissued with an expanded Legacy Edition on March 20th. The album put Aerosmith on the map with songs like Dream On. The 3-CD edition includes the original album remastered and remixed, as well as a live performance from 1973 and bonus tracks. Oh, and they've also got new merch on their site to go along with the release.
Very nice.
Surprise.
When my band was before we had a record deal, like 1988 in Atlanta, we decided let's learn Mama Ken. We might as well have tackled like some Mozart. It's like there's we were like they have way more chords than we ever have in our songs. There's all these changes and pauses and stuff. I mean, we learned it and we were playing it,
right.
But you would have thought we had tackled like Everest when we finally were able to whip that bad boy out. It was like, oh my God, what were we thinking?
Dude, this one slaps, as the kids used to say 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Do they still call them bangers?
Once upon a time, that was a ferocious rock and roll band.
Caden Breeden is suing Epic Games, Microsoft Corporation, and Mahjong Studios for his addiction to Fortnite and Minecraft.
Okay.
Breeden alleges they failed to warn and include available safeguards against the known risks associated with excessive use of their video game products. Breeden's claims against the companies include negligence and fraud, describing their behavior as deceptive, unfair, immoral, and reckless. He also alleges that his relationship with gaming is, quote, compulsive and disordered, and that he is, quote, incapable of restraining his own usage.
All right, enough fun in games.
I have a cousin who spends his life helping people work through recovery.
Okay.
Sober himself over 40 years.
That's quite the accomplishment.
It's an amazing accomplishment. He runs a thing called, Music Cares. Well, he does the NFL Cares.
Oh, okay.
He works with the NFL very closely. All teams, coaches, players, everybody. And as I said, he's been doing this for 40 years. He says you go to rehab these days, you'll see more gamers than anything else.
Oh,
really?
This is real.
Okay.
And he constantly is now sitting in rooms with in addiction counseling rooms for gamers. And you know why it's more dangerous than drinking or drugs? because unlike drinking or drugs, you start as a gamer by yourself.
Oh, okay.
When you're drinking and drugging as a teenager, you're with friends.
with
These
other
guys
people,
they're starting on third base. It's a real thing. I mean, this lawsuit's going to go nowhere, but it's a real thing. And by the way, all those techie Silicon Valley douchebags who do gamers, rank the games and the apps that we all are addicted to, it's not an accident.
Yeah.
Right.
They're printing money on taking our brains to mush.
Oh, it's like the new tobacco.
Oh, hang on. I got a new tweet I got to look at.
You back? Are you good?
Sorry, I'm back. Yes.
All right. Well, that's what I've got. He's exhibiting withdrawal behaviors in his game when they're taken away.
Oh, yeah.
So he's suing for all the stuff.
Hey, man, I saw it. My kids got a Wii one year at Christmas, and after 3 days, I turned off Mario Kart, and they both lost their minds. I mean, truly, like, it's real. But it's just one of those things. It's hard not to laugh. You're like, oh, really? You couldn't put down the joystick? But anyway, it's just one of those things. It's not. It's bad. You know what? I hope it becomes more of a story and people recognize this.
Yeah.
And the best thing we can do is not give that crap to our kids. Okay. Painful lessons learned.
President Donald Trump said yesterday a, quote, big investigation was underway into the killing of Alex Preddy by federal agents in Minneapolis. He said, quote, I want to see the investigation. I'm going to be watching over it, and I want a very honorable and honest investigation. I have to see it myself. That comment is the latest in Trump's turnabout on the issue as his administration confronts growing pushback on federal agents' tactics in a second fatal shooting.
Let's go, Minneapolis. Keep it up.
The 4 astronauts of the Artemis II mission have officially entered quarantine at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, marking one of the final steps before their historic 10-day trip around the moon. This strict health stabilization quarantine makes sure the crew stays germ-free and focused as they work toward a potential launch window as early as February 6th of this year. While they won't be landing on the surface of the moon just yet, this mission will be the first time humans have even been close to the moon since 1972.
Did you ever see the movie First Man? Ryan, one of the Ryans?
Ryan Gosling.
Thank you.
Played Neil Armstrong.
Man, that is a great film.
It really is.
And I always think about like the fact that when the first guys ever went to the moon, when they came back, they had to be in quarantine because
they didn't know.
Honestly, we're like, what if they open the space capsule and they've got moon germs that wipes out humanity? Like, we had no idea.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, the fact that they got there with the technology at hand is it's not a miracle. It's science. It's incredible. Mm-hmm. But then the simplest stuff is like, yeah, we don't know what they're bringing back. I mean, we had no idea. Someone's got to go figure it out. I mean, yeah, that's another one of those things. The older I get, the more I remain more in awe of that entire bit. Oh yeah, they just went and walked on that damn thing.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Incredible.
I can't wait for the launch. The few, the proud, the believers.
Okay.
The Bigfoot Field Research Organization, yep, that's a real thing, received a report recently from a former Marine who claims he had a close encounter of the Squatch kind on the Marine base in Quantico. According to the report, the encounter started in a The look on your face is fantastic. According to the report, the encounter started in a restricted military training area. 3 Marines heard a loud sound like a tree cracking. Quote, we observed 2 trees next to each other, bending toward one another. When we looked up approximately 20 to 30 feet above the ground, we saw a large hairy creature with its back facing us. The man described the creature as reddish brown and more than 8 feet tall with a large body and movements that didn't resemble that of a person. The 3 Marines, after initially freezing, took off running, making their way to their vehicle and driving away.
I would have never thought of that.
That's mind-boggling. That's mind-boggling.
I always have to go to the story of the Wolverine. For decades and decades, people said there's no Wolverines south of the Canadian border. Like in the continental U.S. hasn't had a Wolverine since 1910. And then, 25 years ago, they set up some trail cams in Colorado, and they're like, hey, there's Wolverines all over the place. We have enough cameras now to know that Sasquatch ain't out there.
Right.
I mean, listen, if you're in Virginia, you're close enough to Appalachia. Who knows what the moonshine is real strong there. They grow them big and weird and hairy.
Marine base? You think they've got any cameras at all? Maybe one?
Maybe 1. Maybe 2.
Or 57.
And by the way, I've never wanted to be wrong about something more in my life. I will be thrilled when Sasquatch comes walking into 92 KQRS. I'll be like, oh my God, it's real. Like as he's tearing me apart limb for limb, I'll be like, I can't believe this was real. Well, I would laugh if I want there to be Bigfoot. I want there to be the Loch Ness Monster. I want all the crazy crap. I just don't think it's all out there.
I think that if Bigfoot walks in here, gets a weekly segment immediately.
Sure he does.
Okay.
That's what we're going to call him.
That'll be his name.
Just imagine the smell of that big old fella. Bigfoot reeks. The Chicago Blackhawks, just our best friends at this point. I mean, can we just not play them a whole lot more?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Dicey for a minute.
Let's see. We're 17-0-1 in our last 18 against the Blackhawks. That's my point, including last night's shootout victory. How about this? The Wild were down 3-0. And came back to tie that bad boy, put it to overtime, nothing in OT, go to the shootout. Kaprizov with the only goal of the shootout. Bing, bang, boom. A nice 4-3 victory. I'll take it. The Wild penalty kill, 5 for 5. That's good, fellas.
That's really impressive.
That is very impressive. Let's see. We got the Flames Thursday night, tomorrow night. Who won the last game 4-1 in Calgary. So let's go, fellas. Let's get it going.
They'll extinguish the Flames, if I may.
The Timberwolves are in Dallas tonight. Your 7th place Timberwolves up against the 11th place Mavericks. In the dumbest, most unsurprising and shocking thing in sports lately, Bill Belichick will not enter the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. This is the dumbest thing I've read in 30 years. There is no coach's resume that comes close to his. And by the way, as a defensive coordinator, he had already earned his way in.
Yeah.
So don't get me started. And the fact is, Bill Polian, longtime GM of the Colts and a big mover and shaker behind the scenes, apparently was lobbying all the voters, don't let him in on his first year because of Deflategate and Spygate.
All right.
Okay.
That'll show him, right?
By the way, Spygate, let's go back. He was fined $250,000 and the team lost a first-round draft pick. That's humongous punishment. Yeah. So you're going to punish him again 20 years later?
Right.
Bill Polian is a bitter, bitter man. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like the NBA looking at Phil Jackson and going, "Nah, we don't like those prayer rugs. Sorry,
right?
I don't like that way you sat crisscross applesauce on the sidelines.
Right?
What? He's the greatest. Get the it drives me. People are nuts.
I just thought they might need more time to make him a gold sleeveless hoodie.
That's exactly
right.
right.
Wasn't going to work for
That's exactly
Belichick.
right.
Yeah, that
He's
could
got
be
his
it.
own style.
That checks out. That tracks.
Completely true. By the way, never a Patriots fan, and in no way, shape, or form am I a Belichick fan. It's just some things are just what they are.
It's a fact. It's not opinion.
It's the silliest thing ever.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think he's losing sleep over it. He's probably got his head resting on a couple of the Vince Lombardi trophies.
I disagree with you. I think he's pissed.
I think he was
Really?
pissed. I think he said something.
He said on the record, like, I'm pretty surprised. This doesn't make sense.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah. He's grinding some teeth in that sleep.
Okay.
Hammond, good to have you with us. Hammond, Minnesota.
Hammond.
What's the high school mascot there? If it's not the Swiss, if it's not the Hammond Swiss, I mean, come on. They got to rethink some things. I mean, it's a cheap joke, but it still kind of made me laugh.
Yummy.
Kind of cheesy is what I think you meant.
Give yourself rim shot.
Sometimes the punchline walks up to the door and knocks, and I don't open the door.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. We had someone on the horn. We lost someone on the horn. So we need another caller.
They got scared.
Oh, all right. 651-989-ROCK. Call in right now to try to win tickets to join us Friday night for a viewing of Fargo.
I just talked Mr. Ryder into going with us.
Oh, nice.
So, yes. I don't know if we need to be quiet during the movie or if we can all yell the lines out like we used to at the Uptown Theater back in the day.
I'm thinking it's going to be more of the latter.
Okay.
I don't imagine. I'd be surprised if. Okay, I'm not going to say Paul Fletcher will be the only person on hand who hasn't seen Fargo, but I bet the vast majority have seen it. And I bet the vast majority have seen it multiple times.
Yeah.
Because once you've seen it, you
879 times.
Yeah, me too. The exact same number, 879. And I'm going to hold that until I want to cross the 880 mark with you.
And you know what? Those of us that haven't seen it, we're not going to mind if people are yelling out the lines. It's going to just make an even cooler experience, I would say.
It's just what it is.
Let's just think about the fact that we get to go see Fargo on the big screen. Which, you know what I mean? That in and of itself is pretty cool at this time, along the timeline. So,
I certainly, opening weekend in 1996, I saw it on the big screen. I mean, it's one of my most favorite cinematic experiences was seeing that bad boy the first time.
See if we can rival that.
Paul is on the horn from Buffalo. Paul, good morning, sir. Are you ready for Know It or Blow It?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm going to ask you one question, sir, and if you get the answer wrong, then somebody can text the word steal to 651-989-ROCK, the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talk and Text line, and get those tickets from you. But you have the chance. You are in the driver's seat. Here we go. The city of Fargo was named after William Fargo, who, among other things, co-founded a company that still exists today. What is that company's name?
Wells Fargo.
Attaboy. Yeah.
Paul, you're in.
There it is.
Hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely. Congrats, Paul. We'll see you Friday night for Fargo.
Hang on.
The more Pauls, the merrier is what I always say.
That's how that always works. Let's talk about sports that are way more dangerous than you might think at first glance.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I got a guess.
Okay.
Tonsil hockey.
Tonsil hockey?
Wow. Yes. Is that one on the list?
No, I don't see that one on the list.
Oh.
In fact, I've never heard that expression in my life.
Oh,
You would call it snogging.
Snogging.
Yes.
Wow, tonsil hockey.
Tonsil hockey.
It's making out time.
Got it. Fair
People
enough.
have definitely gotten injured
I think
doing
that's
that.
relatively safe.
It's dark. You don't know what's going on exactly. You're maybe distracted. I think injuries are abound.
What?
Sure. No, I get that.
No, I got a real guess.
The good news is you don't feel the injury until the next day.
Yes. How about like bowling? You got heavy balls and slippery floors.
No. Man, if I go roll a few frames right now, my elbow will let me know the next day.
Yeah.
See, that's just an old guy who doesn't bowl often enough anymore.
Is bowler's elbow a real thing?
It is for me.
Okay.
Make no mistake.
Pinball?
Pinball? Sure. You can do that.
Well, I shake the machine. I know I'm not supposed to.
Sure you do.
You get to a certain age, you try shaking the machine, you might pull something.
Hey man, I used to play that video game Track and Field where you gotta hit the buttons as fast as you can. My fingertips took a beating.
That game was so cool.
And then a hurdle, jump, jump. And then the high jump where you'd hit the buttons and then you gotta hold it and then swing the.
Yes.
Oh man, 1 quarter. 40 minutes of fun.
I know. And you push on the button so much harder than you need to.
Sure. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do it softly.
And then at some point I saw a guy and then I adopted his strategy, which is not both hands, but one hand, thumb and middle finger just back and forth, like shaking, like on the buttons, way faster.
I was double thumbs.
Never lost a race after that one.
No, okay, I got a real dangerous sport that we probably don't think about. I'm guessing gymnastics, because you're doing all the bending and the jumping and you might land weird.
That's a dangerous sport for sure.
Okay.
Because and just watch a gymnastics competition. The odds of the chances for someone to literally break their neck. Every event, you're like, wow, what if something went wrong? What was it? Simone Biles. Remember when she said, I got the. What was the topsy-turvies, or there was a word for it. When you get in the air and you're spinning and flipping so much, you lose where you're going. That's a legitimate concern, and it does happen. It doesn't happen necessarily to the greatest in the world, but on the way up, every gymnast knows a gymnast who got maimed, right?
Yeah.
That's what they all say. But close to that, and one I have great personal experience with. My daughter was a competitive cheerleader.
Ooh.
All through middle school and high school on a cheer team, and you think football coaches are like, there's no such thing as injuries. Get around a cheer coach. Man. They're sadists.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Shake it off, Marley. I'm like, her foot's pointing backwards. Can we take her to the hospital? You really think so? I'm barely
really
exaggerating.
So? Okay.
The injuries that child suffered and her teammates, and they're just like, and they use that weird hoodoo on girls who are like, far more determined than guys, which, news to me, watching an 8th grade girl being tougher than any dude I ever grew up with, because it's like, you can't let the team down. I'm going to let the team down? All right, take the cast off. Let's go. Yeah. Brutal.
Hey, really quick on the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talk and Text line, Wally hit us up off of some of the stuff that Ryder just said. Heavy balls and slippery floors is how I played tonsil hockey.
There
Wow,
you
there
go. Good
you
morning,
go.
Wally. Thank you.
There's a few more. What's another
Solid
sport you
effort,
don't
Wally.
think of as being dangerous, but then once you experience it yourself, you're like, oh my God, I think this might be the last day on Earth. 651-989-ROCK. Darts is on the list. Not lawn darts. We all know it only took one.
Don't.
And we had to ban them forever.
Don't do lawn darts.
But darts, of course,
Yeah.
that's not so much getting hit by a dart, but that's just because you're going to blow your liver out. That's a cirrhosis thing, really, I think.
I was going to say, or carpal tunnel syndrome,
More of
maybe.
one of those two.
If you're playing darts with me, it's a dangerous sport. Trust
Is it?
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stand way behind you, is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
All right.
There was a time when I was a pretty good darts player,
Same.
thrower, a darter, whatever you would call someone who throws darts.
A dartour.
A dartour. I wasn't Ted Lasso level, but I was on tour for a year with a
Barbecue
Welsh
sauce.
band, and the dartboard was
Okay.
there, went everywhere we went.
Yeah.
And you just can't help but get pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like anything. When you're around people that are really good at something, you get
You
like
get better.
you get like
Yeah.
80% of that. You're as good as you're ever going to be. You get it all for that. Most of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a question of, well, okay, then you're separating the wheat from the chaff. But yeah, it's a blast. I kind of, now I'm talking about it, I'm like, man, we need a dartboard in here. 651-989-ROCK. That's your Luther Westside Volkswagen talk and text line.
Todd says in the Army playing rugby with a sandbag.
Ooh, with a sandbag.
What? What?
Holy smokes.
That's tried, like,
Yeah.
apparently they're trying to build muscles.
I guess so.
Holy smokes.
I have, as a kid, on a couple of occasions, in the most basic, not real version ever, played this a few times when I was on the swim team. But then as an adult and then watching and then talking to people who've done it, water polo is spectacularly dangerous.
Because they're trying to freaking drown each other for like 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's competitive drowning. Basically, the rule in water polo is anything under the surface of the water is legal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't call fouls underwater.
You could check somebody's oil? Is that what you're telling me?
They do. Anybody who's ever played water polo, even on the high school level, which that's a high school sport in parts of the country, has stories that you just can't believe. Anything's legal under the water
Trying
line.
to pull somebody's junk off? Things like that?
100%. Lacrosse, which they short to lax. It's not lax at all. Lacrosse is also incredibly violent. And in fact, my nephews all played in Baltimore in high school.
Yeah.
And my nephew Jeff was like in Maryland. Lacrosse that's the lacrosse state. They're obsessed with it there.
I believe it's also the fastest growing sport here in Minnesota right now.
And my nephew was a great player, like a high school all-state. Could have played college lacrosse. Was kind of done with it. I went to see him play a game. Oddly enough, the team they were playing came down from Massachusetts, and the assistant coach of the team they were playing was Bill Belichick.
No way.
Because when in the offseason, he was the assistant lacrosse coach at his kid's high school team.
Okay.
Wow.
And literally, friendly, I didn't talk to him, but I watched other parents talk to him. He just say, hey, like away from football, he was like
Chill.
life of the party.
Yeah.
Anyway, all this to say, but Belichick grew up in Maryland. That's why he's an Annapolis kid.
Okay.
I'm at this game, and I see my nephew running down the sideline, and he takes a pass, and he's going to bust up the sideline, and I see another player closing on him, and I hear everyone going, get rid of it, and he doesn't get rid of the ball. And the player, still speeding up, shoulder checks my nephew out of bounds, into the air. He flies out of bounds. I mean, he just destroyed him. And it was the other team's ball because my nephew had the ball in his stick still when he went out of bounds. I was like, wait, that's legal? And my brother looked at me and he goes, it's not only legal, that's his fault. He should have gotten rid of the ball. I'm like, he just ran him over like a Mack truck, blew him up out of bounds, and got the ball. I was like, that's a real sport.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
We sort of have similar unwritten rules in the game of hockey.
Yeah.
Don't get rid of the puck. You're going to take one.
But there's no out of bounds. I mean, like think about football. Like if a wide receiver got hit as hard as you've ever seen and flew out of bounds and held onto the ball, and the other team took possession. It's like, wait, what? It was wild.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Totally insane. Ever lost a bet and had to do something really, really embarrassing or stupid or something you really regret? We probably all have at least one of those, especially if you have been in a fantasy football league or 30. You're not going to win them every year. A gentleman in the state of California, big golf fan, calls himself a golf bettor, loves to wager on the links. Guaranteed on social media that Scotty Scheffler would not win at the tournament in California that was being played. Not going to win in California, folks. Scotty Scheffler, in case you forgot, is the top-ranked golfer in the world.
He's really good.
And the weird thing is he went out and won.
Oh.
And so
That'll
what this particular gentleman said is, well, if Scotty Scheffler wins, then I will eat nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
But Wendy's chili for 1 month.
Oh, well, that's better than nothing.
Maybe he secretly likes Wendy's chili.
No cheese, no crackers, just the chili.
Oh,
well,
he doesn't even get to do the cinnamon roll trick?
No, nothing at all. Just the chili.
I do like the Wendy's chili.
He says he's doing it. One day on Twitter, he said breakfast chili, surprisingly underrated. I mean, he's going through with it.
Wow.
He's just eating Wendy's chili.
I respect that.
And he's not too worried about it. Says, I've been abusing my digestive tract for 50 years. I got this.
This man is 50?
For over 50, yes.
Oh.
He's
Wow.
been...
Wait, this is a real grown-up person, not just like some 23-year-old college kid?
Yeah.
Exactly. This is not a grad
Man.
student looking to pay his way through with some weird stunt. No, a man in his 50s.
Damn.
Eating chili for a month because of the fact that he bet against the best golfer on the planet.
It's give or take 90 bowls of chili over the next month. That's a lot.
Assuming he sticks to only 3 a day.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, he might. Good point. He might need more than that.
Yeah, you never know.
Ugh.
Sure, it's chili.
By the way, the chili. Last time I had chili at Wendy's, which admittedly was decades ago, it's not that big of a bowl. It's
No,
not
it's
like,
not
like-
huge.
It's not
huge.
You're not
And
gonna,
I like it, but I don't want it that many times.
Now there are chili. I love chili. I mean, it's I'll eat canned chili. Like as long as you got chili spices in there, I'm gonna think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Wendy's chili would be tough for a month, no question about it.
I think any chili would be tough for a month. I mean, even Mom's homemade chili.
I got a homemade chili. I make only when I make it. It's only for New Year's Day. And it's no beans. It's good old fashioned. It's got ground beef. It's got sausage. It's got a whole bunch of stuff.
You don't put in the magical fruit?
Not on this particular recipe.
Okay.
And that's the one thing I think I could probably eat for a month if I had to.
Is your special
Is
chili?
my special chili. It's a recipe that I found years ago, and then I added one thing to it so I could claim it as mine.
But see,
It's not the one I got from the book. I added something, and therefore it's now my chili.
That's the one thing you think you could eat, but that's because you've only had it. You only have it once a year, and so it's special.
But
you have it
when
for a
I
month,
make it,
you'd be over it.
I eat it for days because there's plenty of leftovers. Okay. The official name of my chili is Jackass Chili. That's what it's called.
All right, then. Wait, will you tell us what the one secret ingredient is that you added?
No.
No?
Come on, man.
Okay.
I mean, it's my only culinary secret, my only culinary moment of expertise. But I'm curious. What's the worst thing you had to do when you lost a bet? 651-989-ROCK is the Luther Westside Volkswagen talking text line. Fletcher, you're a fantasy football guy.
I used to be. Not anymore. I've retired.
But you've got experience.
Yeah.
Either in that or any other realm, have you ever lost a bet where then you then had to walk the line?
I was lucky enough to be pretty successful during my time. However, I did finish last once in a pretty cutthroat league with buddies. This was while I was living in Omaha. There's a major east-west artery called Dodge Street in Omaha. Okay. This is how you get from one part of town to the other. I had, as a grown man, had to set up my own lemonade stand on a very busy corner of Dodge and be humiliated for a couple. I think it was, I want to say it was 2 hours that I had to stay. Maybe it was 3 hours. I think it was. I had to stand there during rush hour and have my lemonade stand as a grown man.
What did you charge for a glass?
A quarter.
Did you make any money?
A little bit. Not much. Not much.
Well, then
most
I don't
people
think that's that bad.
Most people point. Yeah, but the humiliation of having a,
of being an entrepreneur.
If I was an 8-year-old girl, sure, it would look great. But I wasn't. I was a 40-something man standing there trying to sell lemonade.
What time of year was this?
Well, I mean, it would have been like when...
Like around now.
Yeah.
The end of the football season.
Omaha, not as cold.
But still.
But it was, it was probably 30-something degree day
sure.
if I were to...
Yeah.
I mean, but me, I run hot, so I was probably in a hoodie.
You still turned a profit, though. I think
like
this is successful.
I like it.
I don't recall whether or not... I might have broke even, I would say, but okay. I don't know. It was... Yeah, but still, standing out there for 3 hours, it was... I felt like a moron.
Anything like this in your life?
Never lost a fantasy league because I only played the 1 year. I think on another radio show we were doing NFL picks, and there was one season that I lost, and I think I had to dunk my whole entire head in sex lube. It did not feel great. It was really hard to wash out.
Ew.
We did not have a whole lot of a budget for this, so we had to trade. We had to trade with the local sex toy shop.
Sex lube shop?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was scared of where that was going. You didn't have a budget. I was like, please tell me.
I didn't see it coming.
New lube.
Wow.
It was all fresh stuff.
Good. That's good.
It was okay. Like, that's an okay loss.
It's an okay loss.
You probably had to shower. I mean, you probably had to shower for hours to get all that crap out.
Oh yeah, it was not great. Multiple times. And then I did win fantasy or football picks. I think like the next 2 or 3 years. So lesson learned.
Hey man, learn your lesson.
Yeah, that'll hone your game.
Nice work.
I've never been in a fantasy football league, so I never lost and had to do something. But
congratulations.
My experience goes way back, much earlier in life. As an 8th grader, soccer practice, you have the junior varsity team, which I played on, and the varsity practicing at the same time.
Okay.
And the coach took off early one day. He had to leave the field and said, finish your drills, easy day, whatever.
Right.
And so it's hard. No one's taking it seriously. It's just a goof-off day. Me and 2 buddies, John and Brooke, we go to one end and there's a goal, and we just started to just take penalty kicks on each other, as you do. And at some point, the rule becomes anyone that misses has to, what? Let's have a bet.
Okay.
And so the bet turned into, if someone misses one of these PKs, they have to strip down and streak over by where the cheerleaders are practicing.
Oh, boy.
And we all immediately agreed, because who's going to miss a penalty kick?
Right.
Sure.
With no one in the goal.
Of course.
This guy, because I went to blast one and I put it off the crossbar.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
And
put it down the middle.
But it's just the 3 of us, and I'm bigger and faster than both of them. So I'm like, well, this is fine. I'm just going to turn and run back to school.
Yeah.
I turned. They're like, oh, and I was like, no way, turn. I'm running with everything I have. They're right behind me, and we're all laughing. But I know if they catch me, I'm in trouble because we're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, between me and the school is the varsity team, and they scream ahead, catch him.
Get him?
They're just like, get him. And they, without any reason of knowing what's happening, all the, high school guys grab me.
Yeah.
And then they come up and go, we had a bet, and he has to streak in front of the chair. And before I know it, I'm completely declothed from the seniors.
Oh.
And they left my cleats and socks on. Nothing else.
It was warm out, though.
It was warm.
Okay.
And humid. And I just was like, well, might as well just get this over with. And I just take off running, and the cheerleaders are around the corner, and they're in their formation, and I just ran a circle around them and then back to the field.
Did you get asked out on any dates after this?
I did not.
Oh, boy.
But boy, everybody was very excited about this. Yeah. And I got back on, got my clothes back on. Everyone's laughing. And then, of course, the older guys are like, hey, dude, seriously, strong effort, man.
Yeah.
Good. I got some cred for going through with it.
Hopefully you weren't that excited.
I was not that excited about it at all.
Good.
And then the problem only came when, and then a few minutes later, I see my mom driving up to pick me up.
No.
Oh, no, I'm already clothed.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
And I'm just like, I'm going to get in the car and go home and just pretend this never happened. But what I hear from an older kid is, Mr. Barton heard about it. He's coming to find you, the headmaster of the school, the principal. And so I jump in the car, and I'm like, man, I'm cooked. I better come clean now.
Yeah.
So I tell my mom what happened.
Yeah.
And she starts to laugh so hard that she has to pull the car over on the side of the road. True story. And just sit there and laugh and laugh. And I'm like, this is not funny. And she goes, no, it's only funny because it's you. She's like, if it was Dave or Doug, I'd be like, of course they did. But this was very out of character for me at that time. She couldn't stop laughing hard enough. And then she told my dad, and I'm thinking, oh, he's going to kill me. He's going to rid himself of the evidence of a son that would do something so disgraceful.
Yes.
I've never seen the man laugh harder in his life. Same thing. My parents just thought it was hilarious. They're like, please don't do this. I'm like, it'll never happen again. Well, guess what?
That's
unpredictable. Mr. Barton didn't know. That was a lie. I confessed to a crime that never would have gotten back to my parents' ears.
God,
Man.
it's a tough beat.
But then I was able to go out and say, hey, at least I'm an honorable man. I lose a bet, I pay the price.
Sure.
Right.
Good for you. I'm still glad that I went to junior high in the 90s and not then.
Oh, my God. That was just...
That's a good call.
On the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talking text line, Paul.
Ray said about 10 years ago, and I cannot confirm or deny if there was copious amounts of whiskey involved. I bet my brother that he would beat him in darts.
Okay.
Loser had to eat a June bug. He says, I don't recommend eating a June bug.
A June bug? Fair enough.
God,
Okay.
especially a big, greasy sucker.
Yeah, do you have to eat the June bug or could you just swallow the June bug? Because that makes a difference if you don't have to chomp down.
I mean, Ray's said, I don't recommend eating one, so I'm assuming he chomped down on it. Ew.
I don't remember the bet, but I remember the punishment for losing the bet, and that was 2 of my brothers when I was a kid. My brother Dave had to eat a dozen scrambled eggs filled with green dye, so it was green eggs. 12, and he was like 12 years old, and he scrambled up 12 eggs and just put them all down. And by the end, he was like, "I don't feel so good." And we just we stood around watching him and laughing, like the sadistic 70s, we called them. Yeah. Just everything was funny back then.
I can only imagine what the poop looked like.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Purple, probably.
Don't have no recollection how that happened. I just remember it's like, no, you lost. You lost the bet.
Oh, yuck.
Man, what? Think about that. There's a time in all of our lives where it makes sense to go up to someone and say, "Okay, and if I win, you have to," and then you fill in the blank, and somehow that just makes perfect sense. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Ryder, you got some Facebook comments?
Sure, yeah. Steve checked in. He said, "Put a fish in my mouth while holding a sign that said loser." Of course, I immediately responded with, "Was this a dead or alive fish?" And he said, "An entire frozen mackerel." Eric lost a bet and had to put icy hot on his testicles.
Oh, no. That's
100% would not recommend is what he said.
way outside the bounds of normalcy. That is cruel and unusual punishment right there.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Man.
Oh, man. What would Shaq say?
No, thank you.
That's a
Shaq
tough one.
wouldn't do it. This is what Shaq would do.
Man.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It might be a beautiful day for Mike in Blaine. He's on the horn right now. We're going to play a quick round of Know It or Blow It. Mike, are you ready, sir?
I'm here.
All right.
All right, I'm going to ask you one.
Notice how he didn't say I'm ready.
He said, I'm here.
here.
All right,
Okay, I'm ready too.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
All right, kid. All right, here we go. A building that has hosted concerts by Guns N' Roses, Prince, and the Rolling Stones, and it's located on the North Dakota State University campus. What is this building known as?
A Fargo Dome?
Attaboy!
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
I wasn't sure if that one was going to fly or not. Well done.
Oh, it's soaring, baby.
All right. Hang on, bud.
That thing is soaring Icarus-like.
Wow.
Don't get too close to the sun, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way he's like, Fargo Dome? No? In keeping with the vibe of the movie and of the people that we represent.
I do think I heard a little, all right.
That was
Everyone.
great.
That was good.
I did hear some
Solid.
all right, too. Yeah, nice. Remember, happy hour starting early and open to anybody who wants to swing by Willow Creek Theater in Plymouth. So
Remember, we got 2 of the Fargo-themed drinks, too. The wood chipper and the...
that's right.
And the... Not so Gunderson or also
Son
Gunderson?
of a Gunderson.
Son of a Gunderson.
That's
Watch
right.
the movie, man.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Man.
Norm, son of a Gunderson.
Let's dig into a good old-fashioned bargument. Why don't we?
Okay.
The only problem is this isn't a real bargument because we're not at a bar and we haven't already had 3 pops.
Well,
but
there's that.
If we had, this is the
speak for yourself.
exact kind of thing we might talk about.
Okay.
It's a real simple one here. And I'm just going to assume that the vast majority of us are all on the same page, but you never know.
What do you got?
You're getting ready to get out of the house. You realize, I need to put something on my feet.
Okay.
You've got a pair of socks. You've got a pair of shoes. Sock, shoe, or is it sock, shoe? Do you put socks on both feet and then put the shoes on? Or do you take care of either your right or left first? Do you go sock and then shoe, and then sock and then shoe? I'll go ahead and tell you. I've done this the same way my entire life.
Okay.
Right sock, left shoe, right shoe.
Oh.
That's how it works.
You're that intense about it.
And I don't ever think about it.
Okay.
It's just one of those things. I do believe that was explained to me at a very young age, and so I never questioned it. But now there are times when I will look down and go, wow, I'm putting my right shoe on first. That's weird. And I still go through with it. It's not an OCD thing I have to do.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, when left to my own devices, if I'm absent-mindedly just getting ready, right sock, left shoe, right, left, right. That's it.
Okay.
Every single time.
Off topic, but quick one. I know you're a big sandals person. Do you have an order that you put your sandals? No.
Not at all. It's
just a free-for-all?
The sandals, if I'm wearing, they can be like one on top of the other. It's whichever one's easier to just get to first.
All
And
right.
don't think about that twice.
Okay.
So, Ryder, let's walk through your sock shoe protocol.
All right. Well, I love the fancy socks, especially in winter. I am wearing $25 socks right now. They're going all the way up to my knees. So not only do both of my socks go on before both of whatever kind of boots or whatever junk I'm wearing, but the socks go on before the pants go on. So it is actually going to be socks, pants. Yeah, because then you got to pull your pants all the way. Yeah, so it's sock, then pants, then whatever kind of boots. So yeah, you definitely need to have those socks on before you're putting your feet into any kind of footwear.
Got it.
Both of them.
That makes perfect sense. I'm just judging on the look on Paul Fletcher's face. I'm about to have some heartburn.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how seriously you take this stuff, I suppose. I did realize just a few weeks back that I have either always been or have become a sock shoe human. I'm indiscriminate.
What?
I'm an outlaw. I'm a renegade when it comes to whether or not I put the pants on. Now, are you all right?
Yep.
You're okay?
Okay, real quick.
Just making sure you're okay.
I was an OCD person, obsessive compulsive disorder, till I was in my early 30s.
Okay.
So I had things I just had to do a certain way.
Okay.
And then the greatest day of my life, when I had a full nervous breakdown, it rid me of all that. This spurs in me a sensation that I used to have when I couldn't get things the right way. So it's something I manage quite effectively, because more often than not, 99% of the time, I don't have the feeling that I truly currently have in my shoulders right now.
Okay, well, you know what? It works for me. And
I'm happy for you. This is not a you problem. It's a me problem with you.
Fair enough. Gee, thanks.
Yeah.
If I have I have certain pants that are like singed at the bottom, and so then, Ryder, I will do what you talk about, where I will put on sock, pants, then shoe. But the majority of the time, I am sock, right shoe, and then left sock, left shoe. And it's just always, I read this bit about sock, shoe, or sock, shoe a few weeks back, and so I started taking notes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. There was a thing online that I saw that it was a debate on Reddit.
What are you doing when you're playing hockey?
I don't wear socks when I play hockey, so there are no socks. It's just skates. It's generally the right skate, then left skate.
A barefoot into the skate.
Oh yeah, it's uncommon. It used to be very common. Well, back in the day, you had skates made of leather.
So did polygamy. What does that mean?
What, you're gonna compare barefoot skating to polygamy?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is wrong with you people?
The smell alone, it should be outlawed.
There's no smell. Skates don't hold on to that.
Okay,
not anymore. But back in the day, they maybe did. You probably had a stinky ass skate.
So like today, you got up this morning at the crack of dawn, got awful early to drive in from Albertville. You're sitting on the side of the bed or wherever it is you're putting your footwear on. You go right sock, right shoe. So there's a few moments when your shoe is laced and tight and in position to go, and your left foot is bare.
Correct.
What if right then something happens and you have to run out of the house and deal with something?
I would put the other sock and shoe on first, and then
No, you're dead. What have you done to yourself?
No, I'm saying like there's no time.
What are you going to do if you've got two socks on and no shoes?
At least be in balance as I meet my pending fate.
I am so athletic, I can handle a shoe and a barefoot.
I would much rather run out of the house to deal with something with two socks on than 1 foot exposed and 1 foot fully covered up. That to me is that's like flying a plane with one wing.
I don't know what to tell you, but I've obviously got superior athletic ability. I could adjust
It's not about the athleticism.
Sure it is.
No.
You're outside. You're standing on the asphalt. There are rocks everywhere. Your 1 foot's going to be it's like Legos, but worse.
Okay, so then if I've got one shoe on, at least I'm sparing one of my feet, as opposed to somebody who's outside with just their socks on, still getting their feet tore up.
You're just going to stand on 1 foot the whole time? What is happening? Are you wearing shoes in the house in the morning? Is that what you're getting out of bed and putting your shoes on?
This is going to lead me right down the rabbit hole of counting syllables again. I need to get on the phone with my therapist. 651-989-ROCK, the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talk and Text line. Is it sock, shoe? Is it sock, shoe? Is it shoe, sock? Because you just really want to see me collapse. Hit us up. the bargument rages on. Do you go sock, shoe, shoe, or sock, shoe? No shortage of heated commentary on the Luther Westside Volkswagen talking text line.
Yeah, I'm getting attacked is what's happening.
Well, As
I'm
you
fine.
should be.
Yeah, you know what? Bring it. I can handle it. I'm the hero that you need, not the one that you want. Matt from St. Cloud said you guys should take Fletcher's temperature, one shoe on and barefoot in the other. I've never imagined such a thing. Left sock, right sock, drink coffee, eat something, more coffee, a beer, then left shoe, right shoe, out the door. See, that's a bigger problem.
Yeah, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
I mean, this is.
I feel it.
I'm not trying to, step on next week's argument, but this leads me to think about shaving your face. Do you go one side then the other, or do you come in? Do you go down the side and then move in on? Is it in equal parts back and forth, or is it all right side, all left side? Because that's what this makes me think. I see a guy with one sock and shoe on the right, nothing on the left. It's like looking at a man with half a beard.
We're talking about a gap of 5 seconds. It's not like I sit there for 3 hours with one shoe off.
Sounds like that 5 seconds is pretty intense for you.
My God. And I do it on the couch, by the way, because I'm getting asked.
What was that?
No, I don't put my shoes on in my bedroom.
What was that comment? Take Fletcher's temperature? I think we might have to do that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I'm
whatever.
just no, it's not a whatever.
It is
You're
whatever.
the guy who started this, and then now you're playing barefoot hockey.
I didn't. You know what? If you go back to when I was a kid playing hockey, it wasn't uncommon. Almost everybody did.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. We also used to pull our teeth.
Yeah,
with a piece of string and a doorknob.
Once habits are formed and things feel right, I'm not putting socks on in my skates anymore. Then your foot slides around on the skate.
When we went out and watched you play in that celebrity pro-am hockey event last summer.
Great
did I or did I not impress you?
If I had known you weren't wearing socks, I would have walked right out of that arena. It's a good thing you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I drove all the way to the North Pole thinking I'd see a socked hockey game.
Okay, it was Blaine.
Okay, whatever.
Did I or did I not impress you?
It was impressive.
Okay, then don't question my methods.
I mean, but Grant, you have to remember, I can't skate to begin with. So watching you skate backwards, you might as well have been riding a unicycle and juggling elephant balls. I was like, what in the wow?
I got a shot off in that game with Zach Preezy breathing down my back.
Was he wearing socks?
Probably.
See,
a lot of people do.
This is why you didn't make the bigs.
Yeah.
You were still playing bare feet.
If
that's what it was.
If that's what it was, then so be it.
Just saying. Man,
I'm still not going to change.
The texts are flying in. We'll never get to the bottom of this little basket of monkeys. I was waiting for someone to say barrel of monkeys. I was going to go, oh, really? Man.
No, you're the one with the problems.
I
Basket
said that.
Of monkeys.
I said this. I don't have it's not your problem. It's a me thing with you.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning on Minnesota's 92 KQRS. A new Netflix documentary, Miracle.
The Boys of 80.
Come on. The Miracle on Ice, of course, the subject right now joining us on the horn on the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talking Text Line. Rob McCLANAHAN. Rob, good morning, sir. Thanks for calling in.
Good morning. Happy to do it.
I got to ask you a question. Right, coming in off the top rope. Okay, not the gold medal game. We'll get to that against Finland. But the famous game, the one we all love to remember, against the Soviet Union. Were you wearing socks or were you barefoot in the skate?
I always wore socks.
Attaboy.
I never went barefoot.
Attaboy.
But,
all right.
But people did, right? Help me out, Rob.
Fletcher's saying it was a common thing to go barefoot back in the day.
It's a common thing to go barefoot. I'll say this. Hockey players have really ugly feet.
You are 1,000% right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Rob, I mean, there's no way as a kid in the Olympics playing the Soviet Union, you guys had no business winning that game. That's safe to say, is it not? Looking at the way what the Soviets had done up to that point and who you were, we all know what happened. But on paper, conventional wisdom, there was no reason that was going to be a great game. Shouldn't have been.
Of course, and that's why it turned out to be why we're still talking about it today.
Yeah.
We played them 2 weeks prior to that. We got smoked 10-3, and it wasn't that close. And the stars were aligned. We were playing in the U.S. and we got some breaks. And that's why you play the game, because you never know.
There you go. Rob, I was a high school kid in Kentucky when this game happened at a basketball game, and they came on at halftime over the PA and announced the final score. And a gym full of people who couldn't find a blue line on a hockey rink all lost our minds. Could you have ever imagined the impact that win was going to have? I mean, here we are, like you said, 46 years later. But in real time, could you have even gotten your arms around a tiny percentage of how much this was going to impact all of American life for a while?
No, but people have to realize, and this is the thing that I don't think a lot of the people who weren't born, the younger people, we had three networks. We had NBC, ABC, and CBS. We had public broadcasting, and then you had ESPN, who had just started in November of 1979. So the social media that we have today did not exist. There were no cell phones. And so the immediate news releases that you get today, that just didn't exist. Mm-hmm. And people actually read newspapers, and that's what they would wait for the next day. So we didn't know, outside of Lake Placid, where the fans were going crazy, we had no idea of the impact.
Okay.
And it's fascinating, too. A couple years, 3 years ago, summer of, I guess, 22, I went to Lake Placid for the first time ever. I couldn't believe, how small the town was, and I couldn't believe how small the arena was.
It holds 8,000, but yeah, I mean, it's small. They've done a really nice job of maintaining their Olympic venues.
Yeah,
not just the arena, but the speed skating oval, the jumps, the ski jumps, the bobsled and luge runs. I mean, the Olympic team still train there.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're talking, yeah, they absolutely do. We're talking with Rob McClanahan. So let's go to the gold medal game. Finland, here you guys were. After the Soviet win, we've all seen the movie. We know Herb Brooks was not about to let you guys lose focus. But 2 periods in for the gold medal, you guys were down. What do you remember about that period break between the second and third period against the Finnish team?
So Herbie was too nervous to go into the locker room, and he sent Craig Patrick into the locker room.
I have goosebumps.
Patty walked in and started talking, and Jack O'Callahan said, "Patty, get the F out of here. There's no way we're losing this game." And we all piped up, and we screamed at him. And Patty went back out, and Herbie said, "How'd it go?" He said, "I think they're ready." And I'll be honest with you, the one thing Herbie said at the beginning of the year is we may not be the best team, but we will be the best conditioned team in the tournament.
Yeah.
And Herbie always got his players to play at their highest level at the most important times, not just on the Olympic team, but at the University of Minnesota as well, and in the pros. And I think if you look back, that third period against the Finns was probably, I think, and a lot of us believe, that was the best period that we played all year long.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a good time to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, you stuck one in the back of the net. You probably can remember that like it was today.
Yeah, it was quite something. I was just off to the goaltender's left. Magic was behind the net for the puck. Mark Johnson, I should say. He was our Magic. And he threw it out to me. I called for it. He threw it out to me. And I saw Eric Strobel on the other side, or towards the other side of the net. I was going to pass it, and then goalie kicked out his leg, and I just threw it between his legs. And when I scored that goal, Mark and I looked at each other, and we knew the game was over.
Oh my God. I literally am covered in goosebumps. Yeah. This is outstanding.
Goal scorers see those little details. They don't pass the puck. Right, Rob? You bury it.
Well, yeah, and you get lucky once in a while.
But you outmatched luck a lot of times with your preparation and skill.
Rob McClanahan's with us on Gorman in the Morning. Go ahead, Rob.
So Mike Ruzioni scored the winner against the Soviets. I scored the winner against the Finns. I'd say he scored the right goal. I just scored the winning goal.
There you go. Where's that gold medal today?
Oh, I have it locked up
there you go.
In a safe. Yeah. Yeah.
At an undisclosed location.
Absolutely.
That's right.
It comes out once in a while.
Every now and again. That's fantastic. You referenced you were a Gopher, and you won a national title a year before, the 79 national title with Minnesota. Is there any comparison? I mean, I guess you only know what you know. You couldn't have imagined that when you won that title with Minnesota, that something much bigger was right on the corner. But at the time, that had to be a pretty great moment.
It was awesome. It was. That's why we went to the University of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Is to compete and challenge for national championships. Herbie used to use us in practice. A lot of the drills we did at the U, he ended up implementing on the Olympic team. So we were kind of the guinea pigs for after he was named the Olympic coach. And then I had the honor of being able to represent the USA in the World Tournament in 1979 and in April in Moscow. And after my experience there, that's when I made it my mission to do whatever it took to make the Olympic team.
Wow, that's awesome. Moscow in 1979, that must have been a bit of a head spin for a teenager.
A little intimidating. Yeah. It was, they were communists, and it was very. I mean, people lined up every day for hundreds of yards to get food. Yeah. They would drive their cars even at night without their headlights on, so they didn't burn them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was just a very depressing city to see, quite honestly.
Sure.
Wow. Hey, Rob, it's Paul. So for somebody like me who is obviously a Miracle on Ice nerd, I've been to 2 of your guys' Miracle on Ice fantasy camps, and I've ingested about every bit of content that comes my way. What can I look forward to in Miracle, the Boys of 80?
The Netflix special is going to get a little more detailed with each individual. Going to, dig a little deeper into the whys and the wherefores and just how Herbie operated and what the season was like. It's going to get into a little bit, I think, though I haven't seen the final version, of my rhubarb with Herbie after the first period of this Sweden game.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna dig a little deeper and get a little more detailed.
I can't wait.
I think it's going to be quite good.
Yeah. Netflix is good at documentary.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Rob McCLANAHAN with us on Gorman in the Morning. You guys, you beat the Soviets. You got to get it back on track again. You win against Finland. You win the gold medal. After the gold medal game, the win, you got the go-ahead goal. It's exciting. You're all celebrating. How long was it before you got a good night's sleep?
That was a while. But here's the sad thing. Quite honestly, we won the gold medal. We'd been together for 6, 7, 8 months. We went to the White House a day or two later. And then from there, we're done. We split up. We all go on our own respective ways, and half the guys ended up, we turned pro, and we all went off to our respective NHL teams, and we never played another minute together. Wow. And we've always said we would have liked to have stayed together to see what kind of team we could have developed into from there. But that was the way things happened back then.
If the NHL had half the sense God gave a mule, they would have said, "We have a new franchise.
Yeah,
we're gonna pick a city, and this is a new team. You guys would have never had an empty seat.
They could have been hockey's Globetrotters.
Man.
That would have been fun. Yeah. That would have been fun.
That would have been great.
I can imagine.
Rob, last question. First rock concert you ever saw? What was it?
Oh Lordy. Boy, holy cow. I think it was America at the Minnesota State Fair.
Nice. Oh, Ventura Freeway for you. That works any day of the week.
That's good. I like
Miracle is the Netflix documentary. Look for that, Rob. It's an absolute honor to talk with you, man. Thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
I mean, no hype. I keep getting like rushes of goosebumps.
Yeah.
As I said, for a bunch of rednecks in Kentucky freaking out over that game, we heard it had happened. We got the score. We finished our basketball game, and then ABC did not show the game live. It was not televised.
No, it was not. It was on late that night. Yeah.
They said, and after the word got out, we won. It was like ABC's going to replay the game in its entirety.
That night.
Okay.
And that night, we rushed home after a high school basketball game. The game came on at like 9:30 p.m. Central Time or whatever time it was.
Yeah.
And my family, for the first and only time, this was the 3 youngest kids with, and my mom and dad watched a hockey game in its entirety, knowing what the final score was going to be.
Yeah.
And when Eruzione scored, I kid you not, we were crying, all of us.
Man.
It was, and we're not hockey people,
Right.
so I cannot begin to imagine what the state of Minnesota was like that night.
Absolutely. I watched it as a little kid on replay while my parents were gone. I don't remember where they were, but I was at a babysitter's house, and he let me stay up. The dad let me stay up late and watch it with him. The one thing I just wanted to add really quick, just because whenever I get a chance to brag about these guys, I like to do it. I'm not going to go into all kinds of detail, but I've been at 2 of the fantasy camps.
Yep.
And people that are sitting at home that idolize these guys the way I did, they're as phenomenal a dudes as you could ever hope they are.
Awesome.
Just an awesome group of guys that really appreciate everything they've been through.
Man, here's your last word.
All right. Hey.
Let's go to Germany. Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher.
Man.
Okay. Ready for this one?
Okay, little controversial. Let's see what he said.
If you think someone has ruined your life, you're right. It's you.
I feel that. That's a very niche comment to say.
It certainly is. Nothing like a little, you know what? Gratitude is the cure for thinking about how everyone else has done you wrong. Spin that bad boy around and drop that nonsense off at the coast, as they say.
Okay.
All right. Nice one, Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow on this show, first things first, it's Thursday, so we'll be ranking you very much with Maggie Ferris.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's always good when she's here.
And then this just in, Sugar has announced a third night at First Avenue.
Oh.
Saturday, September the 12th. And tomorrow, I believe, we'll be giving away some tickets.
Hell yeah,
well,
we will.
That goes hand in hand. I like it.
Damn
like it
straight.
too.
Fletcher, what's coming up next?
I got another chance today for tickets. Jim Blossom's Blues Traveler and Spin Doctors at the Ledge Amphitheater. And we'll go commercial free just after 11:45. And I'm still putting music together, but it'll be outstanding.
Get your 90s freak on with those tickets. All right, fair enough. Sounds like a perfect reason to keep it right here on Minnesota's 92. KQRS.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.